Good morning to all. Myself Jincy, lecturer from Emmanuel College of Pharmacy. Today we are discussing about the topic Introduction to Consumer Protection Act. First of all, consumers refers to any individuals or household that use goods and services generated within the economy. Consumer is defined as someone who acquires goods or services for direct use or ownership rather than for resale or use in production and manufacturing. Reasons for enacting the Act: collective bargaining, multiple laws, hurdles in the litigation and remedy. Then, concept of consumer protection. Consumer protection means safeguarding the interests and rights of consumers. In other words, it refers to the measures adopted for the protection of consumers from unscrupulous and unethical malpractices by the business and to provide them speedy redressal of their grievances. Then Consumer Protection Act 1986 was enacted for better protection for the interests of consumers. The provisions of the act came into force with effect from 15487. Consumer Protection Act imposes strict liability on a manufacturer in case of supply of defective goods by him and a service provider in case of deficiency in rendering of its services. Then History of Consumer Protection Act. The act was passed in Lok Sabha on 9th December 1986 and it came into force from 1 July 1986 87 and Rajya Sabha passed on 10th December 1986 and Assembly by the President of India on 24th December 1986 and was published in the Gazette of India on 26th December 1986. Features of Consumer Protection Act. It applies to all goods, services and unfair trade practices unless specifically exempted by the central government. It covers all sectors whether private, public or corporate. Objectives: to protect the consumer from abuse, to provide a venue from grievance or redress, to ensure a better quality of living by improving the quality of consumer products and services. Importance of Consumer Protection Act. Unorganized consumers. In developing countries like India, consumers are not organized. In consumer ignorance, it spreads awareness so that consumer can know about the various redress agencies where they can approach to protect their interests. Widespread exploitation of consumers. There is a lot of exploitation of consumers or businessmen use various unfair trade practices to cheat and exploit consumers. Consumer protection provides safeguard to consumers from such exploitation. Then businessmen uses society's resources. Businessmen use the resources of society. They earned profit by supplying goods and services to the members of society. They must use these resources for the benefits of consumers. Then social responsibilities. A businessman has social obligations toward customer. It is responsibility of businessmen to provide quality goods at a reasonable price. Consumer protection guide businessmen to provide social responsibilities and government intervention. If businessmen want to avoid intervention of government, then they should not involve in the unfair trade practices. Consumer and the purpose of business. The basic